in the Soup, we get dance lessons from Sarah Palin.
I love it.
Break down Spidey's door.
Was she wearing panties?
And help Oprah smite her enemies.
Is it like lap dancing scandalous?
Plus, an amazing race takedown, a visit from Modern Family Sarah Hyland, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
Still doing your thing.
Now, here's the host who tries to make sense of Kanye's tweets for you, Joel McHale.
Wow. Thank you, interns. Welcome to The Soup. We begin with breaking crime news. As you no doubt have heard, police were called to Heidi and Spencer's house shortly after her plastic surgery, and E.T.'s Merry Heart is all over the nearly year-old story.
Cops stormed the L.A. home of Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt after a 911 call alerted police to a suspected kidnapping.
Please don't muzzle us. I've been muzzled 5 times.
Spencer gets frantic.
45 minutes. My wife was just in the hospital for 7 weeks for plastic surgery. Does the LAPD want to kill Heidi Montag right now? I'm holding a dog in my hand right now, a little cute little puppy. All I'm doing is holding a puppy.
So much for the puppy.
So much for the puppy. The puppy is now an adorable red smear on that tacky white carpeting. My heart is made of stone and I'm retiring. Unfortunately, E.T. edited out all the best parts of the video. Here are some of our favorite moments.
Like, we don't want her going through Heidi's underwear and like, we don't have time to do a parade looking for this imaginary ghost. Our healer said they barricaded off the street a block away, and there's a helicopter circling for an hour now. I mean, look, he's in position. Look at sea salt, because that's...
And they shut down our cameras so we can't even see what's going on.
I want no problems. I was just meditating, doing Kundalini yoga, my feminine spirit, and this is, I got helicopters circling my house.
What's the matter, buddy?
I had the shot. I had the shot!
You should be ashamed of yourself! In, at best, mediocre ballroom dancing news, Kurt Warner was eliminated on Dancing with the Stars, while Bristol Palin inexplicably made her way into the semifinals, and Sarah helped her cause with some motherly advice.
It amazes me, Bristol, how you learn this. This is great, Mark.
The beginning is kind of scandalous.
Is it like lap dancing scandalous?
No, it's not.
I'd walk around and shake my head. Good, just dominate. Just take over.
Dominant, like I do with this man who's my husband, who looks like he's my brother. Mom always liked you best, Todd. In Charlie Sheen news...
Everything's good. Everything's good.
Charlie told Extra he is not worried after his well-documented rampage in a New York City hotel. He said, quote, "If a guy has one bad night, everybody goes insane and panics. I'm not panicking." Good point. Think about the 536,912 other porn stars he paid to bang where everything went just fine. He has no blood. 2.5 Men co-star John Cryer weighed in saying, "I had a bad night once. Couldn't find my slippers, and I really wanted to sit on my patio and read The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest while I sipped my sleepy time tea. It was cold, but I thought the fresh air would clear my thoughts before I turned in. Didn't want to walk on the patio because the dog had peed out there. Totally threw me off. Didn't get to sleep until 11 o'clock. Was so out of it for rehearsal the next day. That was a bad night." In TV news, Oprah interviewed the children of the late Michael Jackson this week, and the emotions ran high for all involved. Fortunately, on Access Hollywood, Billy Bush was able to inject some levity into the situation.
He was like, I'd say he was the best cook ever.
A cook? Really?
Yes. Everyone's all a cook, like they're surprised to hear it.
Yes, I am.
He was just a normal dad, except for he was, I'd say, the best dad.
The king of pop, a wizard in the kitchen. Wonder if he's saying beat it while scrambling the eggs.
And if someone bludgeoned Billy with an axe handle after the show, they would be a smooth criminal. Come on, Billy. In music news, Kanye West went on the Today Show and had some issues. Via Twitter, Kanye said, "I can't be everyone's hero and villain, savior and sinner, Christian and antichrist. I can't take any more advice. I'm creative, I have a good heart. Everyone will see and understand one day." Everything sounds like noise. Everything sounds like noise. In a related story, George W. Bush said, "Wowee, they are an emotional people." I'm kidding. Yeah, a big international story this week was the student riots in Britain over increases in tuition. No laughing matter. For civil unrest you can laugh at, we bring you now to the British House of Commons for Prime Minister's questions.
With a Tory plan to shove the cost of higher education onto students and their families. Look, Mr. Speaker, we all know what it's like. You're at Freshers' Week. You meet up with a dodgy bloke and you do things that you regret. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Isn't it true?
That's a British parliamentary technique called filibuggering. Let's talk about chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
Kendra Wilkinson appears in the December issue of Playboy magazine. Kendra has been concerned about doing the spread since she had a baby last year, but this problem was solved when Playboy used pictures of her that are 2 years old. What do you think about the pictures, Hugh Hefner? He grew his hair out. He looks a lot better. Dakota Fanning was named homecoming queen of her high school for the second consecutive year. Somewhere in California, there was a girl crying because she wasted an entire year being the school slut. Lady Gaga believes she is being haunted by an annoying ghost. A member of her touring crew told Britain's Daily Star she's been telling us all for months that she has a male spirit called Ryan who travels the world with her. More than anything, he's annoying her as he won't leave her alone. I will now try to contact the spirit. Ryan, are you bothering Lady Gaga?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. That's annoying. I can see how it's annoying. Hey, Ryan. Let's have some chats too, shall we?
So meaty.
Maury is the master of the lie detector, but this guest showed him that you don't need fancy equipment to be a great investigative journalist.
You think he's making homemade sex videos?
Yeah, I do.
What'd you find on his cell phone?
Picture of a vagina. Exactly.
Where did that come from?
From a female.
Smartest person ever to appear on Maury. Thank you, lady. Oprah continued her long goodbye by inviting the hosts of the talk show carcasses she has long since left in her wake. And as she stared out upon the bodies of the fallen, she couldn't help but feel totally superior. Watch as she feasts on their flesh.
You know, we were one of those that averaged 8 guests a show, so I spoke to over 32,000 people, which is kind of crazy and never a grind.
Wow. Whoa. You know, one of the things that we are all proud of, our team, is that we've been on for 25 years. We've been the #1 talk show for 25 years.
But enough about me. Let's talk about you guys. Are any of you homeless yet? We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for a real tone-deaf housewife, Bret Michaels' freaky friends, an extra weird 90210, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
Well, darling, the calla lilies are in bloom.
Welcome back! 90210 continues to be TV's most geographically precise drama program. Now, I don't think I ever talked to my high school guidance counselor, but even if I had, I don't think I'd ever tell he or she what Naveed told his.
Naveed, what a nice surprise. How are you?
Mrs. Silverman, can you hold off on sending in my Stanford application? I want to change my essay on who I admire the most.
But I love the essay you wrote about your father.
Yeah, well, I don't admire him anymore.
Why the sudden change of heart?
I want to talk about it.
Look, I'm your guidance counselor. You can tell me anything. What's going on?
It's nothing.
Well, clearly it's something. Did you and your father have a fight?
We didn't have a fight. I found out my dad is a child pornographer. Okay?
Wow. They really have a pamphlet for everything. It's reality show clip time.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Why would I go on The Soup to promote Modern Family? It's not a reality show, and it barely needs any promotion. It's like the Ryan Seacrests of sitcoms. All I really know is it's really going to creep me out if that dude with the bikini top comes even near me. Gross.
Wow, Modern Family Sarah Hyland, everyone. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just sitting in the screen room waiting to go on The Soup.
Well, this isn't our green room. This is our studio.
This is your studio?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No. So, I go on The Soup, and it's like a total rinky-dink operation. Seriously, we had a fancier setup in high school. And Joel is not nearly as good-looking as I thought he would be. He is ridiculously tall and smells like chili, but at least I didn't have to see the bikini guy.
Hi.
Hey, Mankini, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just sitting here in the green room waiting to go on The Soup.
Mankini, this is not our green room. This is our studio.
This is your studio? How embarrassing. Seriously, I can't imagine how absolutely humiliated you must be right now.
You will go now.
I will go now.
Why did you go that way? Wow, Sarah Hyland from Modern Family, everybody. Yeah. I smell like chili. Bravo's The Fashion Show stars supermodel Aman and fashion designer Isaac Mizrahi, who give aspiring fashion designers weekly assignments to make garments within a budget, then have said garments modeled in a runway show, and the loser of the challenge is sent home. So, just to be clear, it's nothing at all like Project Runway. No resemblance whatsoever. Completely new, groundbreaking concept. In this challenge, the designers are put into groups, and not everyone is pleased.
Before me now stand not just 12 designers, but 2 newly formed fashion houses.
Me, Calvin Tran, working with people. Oh, here go hell come.
How can hell be coming and going at the same time? Confused I getting am. On The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim is trying to record a follow-up to her hit song, Don't Be Tardy for the Party. And after listening to her work on her new track, I'm pretty sure the only thing real about her is her tone deafness.
The rain didn't mean a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The rain didn't mean a thing. The rain didn't mean a thing to you. I see you're out there still doing your thing.
Here we go, one more time.
The rain didn't mean a thing to you. I see you're out there still doing your thing.
Being able to sing doesn't mean a thing to you. Auto-tune and fake boobs, ooh, ooh, ooh. Pretty good. I wish I had the headphones. While competing on Hell's Kitchen, the contestants are yelled at and berated by Chef Gordon Ramsay. But once they're eliminated, Gordon is gentle and kind, unless they happen to be a fat fatty.
If the size of one's waist corresponds to the size of one's talent, then Rob would be a fantastic chef. Instead, he just wears gigantic pants.
I mean, these things are huge. So big, I'm considering opening my next restaurant inside of them. It'll be called Gordon Ramsay's Get a Load of How Huge These Pants Are Bistro. Made possible because Rob is an orca with a spastic gland whose gravitational pull is capable of altering the tides. Fat! On The Amazing Race, the racers were in St. Petersburg, Russia, and challenged to play a Russian variant of bowling in which wooden clubs are thrown at small pegs. Never heard of a ball, Ivan? No wonder you lost the Cold War. Anyway, I should point out the game does not in any way involve standing on the pegs.
Americans love their bowling, but here in St. Petersburg, everyone from Peter the Great to Joseph Stalin play a difficult Russian version of the game that could take the teams quite a bit of time. to master.
Next, we play the traditional Russian game of roulette. The producers have asked me to demonstrate. Bzzz. Click. Did I lose? On Millionaire Matchmaker, during a visit from her parents, Patty has a discussion with her mother about age-appropriate dating. That's not appropriate for anyone.
I think these girls are way too young for 38-year-old guys.
I went out with Randy Quaid for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Went
please,
before when he was
5
normal, and I only
minutes.
did it to meet Dennis anyway.
But it was 5 minutes. And you weren't 21. Oh, maybe
I was 23 years old. I had just got out of college. Wait, listen. Best oral sex I ever had.
Oh. Randy left without paying. Good thing you cupped your mom's ears on that one, but left your dad to hear everything. Before you tell the story about Randy Quaid and your can you please give us a warning first, please? Like, something like...
Oh, here go hell come.
Yeah, something like that. The show Ghost Adventures is remarkable in that they have survived 3 seasons without showing me anything I believe to be a ghost or an adventure. This week, they checked out a possibly haunted naval ship, and Zach Baggins was pretty psyched.
So let me ask you. You look me in the eyes. You have actually seen apparition figures.
I have, as solid as you and me.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission to wet my pants at the first sign of danger, sir? Woo! Bret Michaels' Life as I Know It takes us inside the mind of a veteran rocker and shows us that he is as deep and three-dimensional as a guitar pick. Here, Bret goes out to dinner with his mentor, Donald Trump Jr. Give that a moment to sink in. Leaving his 2 kids in the capable hands of their babysitter, Tattoo Tony.
I have to introduce you to the new Rain. Rain, come on up.
Look at the skull.
Wow, Tony, please tell me those wash off and that is not a permanent tattoo on their face.
Oh,
and JJ.
Look at George's tramp stamp.
Let me see your tramp stamp.
Well, I guess it's a good thing Piercing Paul had a prior commitment. Thank you for the close-up of that. And now, even gayer shows. On The Arrangement, the Floral arrangement competition show of record, RuPaul was a guest judge, and Derek was eviscerated.
I love how she's sitting. I love the rose on her hand. If we cut this in half, I'd love it. I really am mad, because you had the opportunity there and you just didn't do it.
What is it? What are you feeling?
Is it sadness? I can't remember because I lost my ability to cry in an eyebrow shaving accident. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for lots more delicious soup and the kick-ass clip of the week.
As a bride, I couldn't give him my virginity.
Wow, welcome back, welcome back. I'm always amazed at how the people on Family Feud seem to answer exactly what I'm thinking.
Something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rob.
Naked grandma! I'm sorry. I mean, naked grandpa. Stupid. I mean, a pit bull. I mean, and my grandma's naked with the pit bull. I have some very vivid dreams. Let's do some gavel banging, shall we?
All rise.
On Swift Justice, Nancy Grace may only own one vesty pantsuit, but she wears many emotions. A couple was suing a wedding cake maker for ruining their big day with a disappointing cake, and Nancy was surprisingly sympathetic.
Now, wait a minute. What is the bride doing to the groom's foot?
This is the cake topper was the fisherman fishing, and he's got a fishing pole, and the ring is at the end of the fishing line, and the bride is reaching up for it.
Did you come up with that?
He saw it and fell in love with it.
I love it.
If that's all it takes to win your heart, Nancy, well, all right, half carrot. Bring me some luck. Hope they're biting. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wow. Oh, okay. Will somebody clean and gut this thing for me?
I'll do it.
Oh, thanks, Sarah Hyland.
Bless you, Sarah Hyland.
Get out of here. It's just weird. Which brings us to our clip of the week. What the hell was that? Anyway, can your kids speak French? Let's hope not, or else you might find this instructional video on a YouTube search. Thankfully, it is only necessary to know this information if you are indeed French.
Le processus de décomposition dans l'intestin peut entraîner la formation de gaz qui seront en partie absorbés par le sang ou permettront l'expulsion des excréments. La strangulation provoque une évacuation incontrôlée.
Over here, we call it freedom feces. Jeez. A kid had to audition for that. All right, come give me a hot Charles de Gaulle December 11th in Sacramento, California, and December 31st at the Borgata in Atlantic City. Thanks, Sarah Hyland. See you next week.